Welcome to the He's Got Issues Independent Comics Edition number 163.3. I'm John Cooney here to preview new independent comics being released March 4th, 2015, beginning alphabetically with Boom Studios' An Amazing World of Gumball number 8. Anais is tired of her brothers always getting in trouble and has finally devised a plan so that she can have a quiet weekend with no issues. She definitely underestimated Gumball's ability to make every day special. Next, we have Cluster number 2. Samara and the other prisoners who managed to survive the Pagarani attack on the towers are stranded on the battlefield, but they'll need to find a way to trust one another before they can hope to find a transport to safety. They just better hope it happens before their punch clocks hit 0. We've also got Dayman number 6. Kellen's gambit is over. The Virgo's last-ditch attempt to find proof of the scourge has failed, and Azealia will be subject to justice by day. But before the ultimate battle between Dayman occurs, David must race up to Vermont to save his mentor Blackwell from his betrayer Lara. Next, we have Feathers number 3 of 6. Betrayal comes from all sides as Poe's new friendship with Bianca creates chaos in the maze, and the pair discover they may have even fewer allies than they thought in their race to the heart of the city. We've also got Fiction Squad number 6 of 6. As the fabric of reality tears apart, Frankie and Simon must confront the man responsible as his master plan for dominance threatens storytelling itself. Unfortunately, with an army of characters from every genre at his disposal and unlimited power at his fingertips, this bad guy isn't going down without a fight. Next, we have Garfield number 35. The trip through Garfield's 9 lives continues as Brittany Williams illustrates a tale of Garfield's adventures as a Golden Age superhero in Super Cat, while Andy Hirsch brings us the story of Garfield's days as a private eye in Sam Spade. We've also got HaloGen number 1 of 4. There's a rumor in City Ship Q that the gigantic body of a dead god was found floating in space. Rel, an agent working for the HaloGen organization, is tasked with finding the location of the god and retrieving it by any means necessary. Using her ability to form hyper-realistic holograms, Rel is about to take on the first mission she might not be able to finish. Next, we have Palmiotti and Brady's The Big Con Job number 1 of 4. After working the same convention circuit for many years, a group of flabby action heroes, aging sex symbols, and sci-fi bit players have become close friends as they watch their lines get shorter and their autographs get cheaper. That is, until they hire a cocky new booking agent who offers them their only chance at a comfortable retirement by robbing one of the largest cons in the country. We've also got Robocop number 9. Killian is a murderous criminal in the eyes of the law, but he has gained status among the people of Detroit as their brave new savior. Now they set their sights on Robocop, featuring the debut of co-writer Dennis Culver and new artist Alejandro Aragon of 28 Days Later. Next, we have Steven Universe number 8. Something crashes off the shore of Beach City, and it's up to Connie to solve the mystery. Determined to prove to Steven that it's probably nothing, she sets out to bring it back to shore with a little help from an unsuspecting source. It's time to believe in Connie. And we've got The Woods number 11. Tsunami and the hunters finally reach the school and see the complete state of chaos that has been spawning since their arrival to the planet. Back at New London, Adrian has finally made his arrival. With the army gone, nothing stands in the way of him and the Black Stone. From Dark Horse Comics, we've got Angel and Faith Season 10, number 12. Though she's returned to London, Faith isn't planning to join up with Team Angel again, but circumstances will throw the Slayer and the vampire together when someone searching for Elira brings his quest through Magic Town. Next, we have Hellboy and the B.P.R.D. 1952, number 4. After an explosion sends Hellboy into the sewers, he finds himself lost below a Portuguese fortress, but when he finds the way out, he stumbles into something even more ominous. We've also got Lady Killer number 3 of 5. The pressure is on for Josie as the conflict increases between her cozy suburban home life and her work as a paid killer. No one said it'd be easy to be a wife and a mother, but now she faces her toughest job yet, one where she'll find out how cold-blooded she really is. Next, we've got Neverboy number 1 of 6. Most people take drugs to escape reality. Neverboy, a former imaginary friend, does the opposite. He found a loophole that allows him to stay in the real world. As long as he stays medicated, everything's perfect. But when the drugs wear off and reality fades, the forces that guard the borders between real and imaginary will be ready to drag him back to where he belongs. And we've got Rat God number 2 of 5. A town hidden in the dark woods holds frightening secrets and even more frightening residents. The one gentleman in town full of subhumans offers some answers, but no safety for our wayward hero. From Dynamite Entertainment, we've got Altered States Vampirella number 1 one-shot. Welcome to Altered States, Dynamite Entertainment's parallel reality in the veins of DC's Elseworlds and Marvel's What If. Ella Normandy is one of 3 space explorers sent on an expedition to Venus, but on the way to their destination, the interplanetary ship is sucked into a mysterious space-time portal and ends up crash landing on the alien planet Dracula, where the rivers run with blood. There she climbs from the wreckage to find herself the only human on the planet filled with vampires and no way to get back home. Next we have Army of Darkness Volume 4, Number 4. Trapped on a space station 200 miles above Earth, Ash is once again hounded by the demons of the Army of Darkness. This time the forces of darkness have set their sights on a complete takeover of the planet Earth, but Ash has other ideas that involve a little heavy metal robotic mayhem of his own. We've also got Battlestar Galactica Death of Apollo number 4 of 6. In the wake of Apollo's tragic fate, Starbuck secretly recruits Boomer, Athena, and a few chosen others for a desperate and unsanctioned mission, but his reckless determination may be leaving the fleet vulnerable to Cylon attack. And the gathering Cylon threat is stronger and more insidious than ever before. Starbuck won't let anything stop him. Not Adama, not the Cylons, not even common sense. Shocking drama and continuity-shaking military sci-fi action from the acclaimed creative team. Next, we have Blackcross number 1 of 6. All small towns have secrets. All small towns have ghosts. Blackcross in the Pacific Northwest of America has more secrets than most, and it is being haunted by something impossible. Blackcross, a supernatural extension of the Project Superpowers mythos, is a ghost story about something reaching out from the other side of the night, through the forest and mists of this remote town, to grasp at the hearts of a handful of people who may not find out that they're the targets of a strange killer until it's much, much too late. And we've got Blood Queen vs. Dracula number 1 of 4. The Prince of Darkness clashes with Elizabeth Bathory in this explosive new miniseries. Dracula returns from war to face a potential threat in the form of the Blood Queen. Whether they become allies or adversaries, there will be blood. From IDW Publishing, we've got G.I. Joe number 6, The Fall of G.I. Joe. Cobra stands tall, but will Scarlet and her G.I. Joe team manage to turn the tables? Political intrigue collides head-on with military action as the darkest chapter in G.I. Joe history unfolds. Next, we have Godzilla, Rulers of the Earth number 21. The Trilopods arrive and no monster is safe. As the Cryog Empire unleashes an all-out assault on the planet, Lucy and Woods face their own dangers, and their only hope for the future may lie in the monsters from the past. We've also got Monster Motors, The Curse of Minivan Helsing, number 1 of 2. Transylvania, Kentucky is being overrun by monster motors, vampire cars that suck gas from their victims, lunar-powered werewolf vehicles that grow fangs and claws when the moon is full. Someone is to keep them all in check. Enter Minivan Helsing, four-wheeled monster hunter. It's his job to hunt down the monster motors and bring them to justice. His new target? Genius mechanic Vic Frankenstein in his Frankenride, a monstrous Mack truck made from the parts of fallen cars and trucks. Next we have My Little Pony Friends Forever number 14. When a dragon problem in Philadelphia threatens to get out of hand, Luna enlists Spike's help to find a peaceful solution. There are many suspects and no easy answers, as both Spike and Luna must admit to personal shortcomings in order to find the true culprit. We've also got Powerpuff Girls Super Smash Up number 2 of 6. The Powerpuff Girls' interdimensional search for Dexter's mutated sister Dee Dee has brought them to the doorstep of Courage the Cowardly Dog. But when they're mistaken for dog sitters, the girls find themselves thrust into the disturbing nightmare that is Courage's life. Plus a foster's home for imaginary friends story. Blue starts a small club while Wilt starts a tall club in response. Next, we've got Robert Heinlein, Citizen of the Galaxy, number 1 of 3. Just outside our galaxy, the atrocities of slavery thrive, and young Thorby is just another orphan boy sold at auction. But when he crosses paths with a mysterious crippled beggar, his destiny is forever changed. Citizen of the Galaxy is an interstellar action-adventure coming-of-age tale by the Dean of Science Fiction, Robert A. Heinlein. We've also got Shadow Show number 4 of 5. In Shadow Show, acclaimed writers and artists come together to pay tribute to the works of the one and only Ray Bradbury. The stories featured include Who Knocks, written by Dave Eggers with art by Matthew Dow Smith, a classic horror tale about what lurks beneath the water, Earth, a gift shop by Charles Yu and Christine Larson, about the future role of our planet as an intergalactic curio shop, and Altonmore, Where the Dogs Dance by Mort Castle and S.L. Gallant, where a young boy discovers the world that his grandfather wrote about in his fantasy novels. Next we have Star Trek New Visions Volume 5, Ascent of Ghosts. John Byrne continues his new Star Trek photoplay adventure with Ascent of Ghosts and Memoriam. Past and present collide as the Enterprise takes aboard a special figure from Spock's past, only to find themselves haunted by a mystery from years before, plus a sad farewell. We've also got Star Trek Planet of the Apes number 3 of 5. It's the battle for the ages. Taylor has escaped the Planet of the Apes, and Captain Kirk must bring him back. Plus, the Klingon Guerrilla Alliance makes its move against Dr. Zaius in Ape City. Next, we have Transformers number 38, the Onyx Interface. The Autobots and Decepticons face down human forces, and strange battle lines make for strange allies, who will emerge with the ancient enigma of combination, and who will usher in the Combiner War. We've also got Transformers More Than Meets the Eye number 38, Journey's End. Across time, across space, from pre-war Mesotine to post-war Cybertron, it's all been heading towards this, the moment when the fate of the Autobots and the Decepticons is sealed. At the heart of it all, 3 killers, 2 outcomes, and 1 terrible, terrible choice. And we've got Winterworld number 0. Tommy Lee Edwards comes to chill in Winterworld. This grand comics auteur joins with Chuck Dixon to create a single-issue story that tells us of Win's life before she met Scully. This is the tale of one childhood that's brutal and short. We learn how Win survived alone in the frozen world of the future at an age when most kids are entering preschool. Find out how Win became one tough teenager in this special event issue. From Image Comics, we've got 68 Jungle Jim, Guts and Glory number 1, one shot. Jungle Jim is dead. Long live Jungle Jim. Private Brian Curliss returns to Vietnam, armored in bamboo, burlap, and a haunted gas mask to avenge a group of slaughtered U.S. Peace Corps volunteers murdered by the sadistic guerrillas of the Khmer Rouge. In hellish jungle swarming with the living dead, a hero's sanity can pass the breaking point, and his soul be lost in the eyes of a ghost from home. Next, we've got Big Man Plans number 1 of 4. From Eric Powell, Eisner Award-winning creator of The Goon, and Tim Weiss, a guy who used to be a bricklayer, comes Big Man Plans, a brutal crime drama with shocking mystery at its heart. Even the most marginalized in society can exact revenge if they don't care how they do it. We've also got Black Science number 12, stranded deeper in the onion than ever before, lost in the void, the dimension not set out on a bold new course. No longer merely explorers on the frontier of forbidden science, can they become saviors of the Eververse? Strap in for the start of the second year of Black Science as Rick Remender and Matteo Scalera take you on a sci-fi high adventure a billion dimensions deep. Next we have Dark Engine number 5, This Is How the World Begins. Sim is trapped at the bottom of the ocean, the enemy is on the move, and there is evil at every turn. But there is light in the darkness, the ink-faced ranger rises. We've also got Descender number 1. One young robot struggled to stay alive in a universe where all androids have been outlawed and bounty hunters lurk on every planet. A rip-roaring and heartfelt cosmic odyssey that pits humanity against machine and world against world to create a sprawling space opera from the creators of Trillium, Sweet Tooth, and Little Gotham. Extra size first issue, 30 story pages for only $2.99. Next we have Egos number 6, continuing the new storyline Crunched, meet the Cubers, forgotten soldiers from a long-ago war, now starving to death on a planet full of food. But are they the key to the galactic conspiracy, or is it the mysterious quantum trust? We've also got God Hates Astronauts number 6, part 1 of a brand new story arc. King Tiger eating a cheeseburger's invasion of Earth is in full swing, and all hope seems lost. Good thing some new cosmic strangers just showed up with space maces. Next, we've got Nailbiter Hack Slash number 1 one-shot. Serial Killers meet Serial Killer Killers. Cassie Hack versus the Nailbiter. Vlad versus the Lucha Eliminator. It's on. 2 brand spanking new tales of terror by the creative teams of both Image hits. Tim Seeley returns to the character he created to give you a nasty blast from the past. If you've ever needed an excuse to read these 2 horrific comics, now's your chance. We've also got Nameless number 2. On a former U.S. moon base kept secret since the Cold War, a terrible key unlocks an ancient box and a last-ditch plan is drafted to save humanity from the doomsday asteroid Xbalba. But is it already too late? The nightmare intensifies in Morrison and Burnham's apocalyptic occult horror epic. Next we have Rat Queens number 9, The Far-Reaching Tentacles of Nergoth. Part 4. Life in Palisade is a goblet of toasty sweet mulled wine, but this issue is the skull-pounding headache the next morning when all you're left with is the consequences, and they're life-changing awful ones at that. Special cover by superstar artist Jenny Frisson. We've also got Revival number 28. Dana's quest for revenge leads her to a massive conspiracy. Em deals with getting what she asked for and finds that nothing stays buried in a town where the dead live. Next we have Saga number 26, Gwendolyn's quest takes an interesting turn. And we've got Supreme Blue Rose number 7, miniseries conclusion, concluding the story of superhero fiction gone wrong with the final confrontation between Diana and Ethan, between agents and operatives from splintered timelines, and between Darius Dax and the nature of the universe. Many questions have been asked, and the answers will kill people. From Valiant Entertainment, we've got Imperium #2, a psychic dictator, an inhuman robot, a mad scientist, a murderous alien, and a superpowered terrorist are about to try and take over the world, and you're going to be rooting for them every step of the way. This is Imperium. And we've got Exo Manowar #34, all new arc, all new jumping on point. Dead Hand is coming. He survived Enter Ninjak, he waged war on planet Death, and now he must defend the Earth from an unholy reckoning, and the Doomsday Protocol, codenamed Dead Hand. This is it, Exo Manowar face to face with a robot army hellbent on the destruction of everything. Blast off with New York Times bestselling creator Robert Venditti as he begins the most shocking arc yet of his seminal run on Valiant's flagship series. Out in trades this week, we've got Alex Plus Ada Volume 2 trade paperback. Tensions rise between humans and robots in this sci-fi drama set in the near future. Alex took a huge risk to unlock Ada, and it seems to have paid off. Ada can now think for herself and explore life as a sentient android. As Alex and Ada spend more time together, they become closer. But as restrictions tighten on androids, Ada feels unsure about her place in Alex's life and the world. Collects Alex Plus Ada #6-10. Okay, so that's a look at some of the top independent publishers this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and DC videos for this week, as well as my usual roundup of all my favorites for the week with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, and Instagram to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.